What's up, guys? It's Will from TekBeatTV, bringing to you finally my take on the iPad 3G or Wi-Fi versions, or 3G Wi-Fi versions, depending on what you want to call it. I'm not going to go in depth into the various applications, what's built in and such on the iPad, because you guys have seen probably enough reviews online and know enough about the applications. Just going to let you guys know what I think the downfalls are of getting one, what the advantages are of getting one versus not, and hopefully give you advice that will make you go for an iPad or not. So tell you right now, I could probably live without an iPad. In my opinion, I could live without it. First off, I can do much, if not all, of what I need for work, Twitter, etc., using my iPhone. The iPad will enhance the experience. It's more fun using it. I can tell you right now, it's more fun using Twitter. Twitter looks fantastic on it. It loads great. It loads fast, or sometimes API error in that case, but usually it loads perfectly. I can check my updates. I can load up new tweets. It's a great experience, but I can do it on my phone. Just looks not as good, but other than that, there's really no downside or additional features I get with the iPad. What I will say, however, is transfer of images, which I do all the time since, you guys, I don't know if you guys have seen my other videos, but I do have a T2i, take photos all the time, transfer it via the SD card to my iPad to see photos, crop them. I use an application called PhotoGene to kind of alter images, kind of like a ad hoc Adobe Photoshop in the iPad, if you would call it. So those are the reasons why I have one. Also, I check my email a lot, and reading email on this is much better than reading on the phone because it's so much larger, more vivid, easier to read. But those are my reasons or advantages I see with getting the iPad. But if you already have a netbook, if you already have your iPhone, if you already have an ebook reader, you might want to think about how much you value that additional user experience from getting the iPad, because honestly, you probably won't be getting any additional benefits other than a few added features within applications, and that's about it. Hopefully in the future when developers get their hands on it and the App Store becomes more developed, maybe there's some die-hard apps out there that I would much rather have on the iPad versus the iPhone. Right now, haven't really seen any. The only reason for me, as I told you, is because of the photo or camera connection kits I can't do with my iPhone. One big thing I will tell you is a lot of people have asked me or sent me messages with regards to the ebook readability for the iPad. It's great to read, but I will say for short periods of time, unless you dim it a lot or you're in a well-lit area, reading it in the dark, sometimes when I'm going to bed, I really can't read it for more than maybe 5 minutes before my eyes start kind of straining. That's when you really want, to use like an e-ink reader, because it's not as, straining on the eyes. Plus, the weight of the iPad, I know everybody says it's fantastically light, and it is if you're comparing it to a laptop. But if you're comparing it to an ebook reader, no, it is much heavier than an ebook reader. And it's a little bit fatiguing to hold it, in your face, reading it at the mall, or you're in somebody's car, or those type of situations, not that great. So other than that, 3G coverage is great. If you're already chosen it, you're in one of those situations where you would get an iPad, and you're going for one, you can't decide 3G Wi-Fi, highly advise the 3G. You are gaining assisted GPS, and you are gaining pretty much internet access anywhere. That is priceless. I gotta tell you, how many times did I bring my Wi-Fi to work, realize I wasn't connected, or I was in my car and I was like, hey, let me go check my email real quick, and I pull up my iPad and I start clicking away and I realize I don't have Wi-Fi access. Unbelievably annoying, and over time, I can tell you right now, at least at the Apple Store, I saw a lot of people returning it for that very reason, that they didn't realize how much they relied upon getting internet access everywhere, or in situations where they do not have Wi-Fi. So there you have it, guys. That's my thoughts, inputs on the iPad 3G or Wi-Fi versions. Let me know if you guys have any additional questions. Again, please subscribe, please thumbs up, If you have suggestions about how to make the videos better, let me know. I take people's advice seriously, and hopefully you'll see my videos improve over time. And for those of you that have already subscribed and are supporting me, thank you so much. Without you, I would be another YouTube surfer without a channel. Just kidding. But other than that, let me know and stick with me. I got lots more stuff coming, a lot more packages to open and unbox. My office is a mess with the amount of mail that I got. So I'll catch you guys later. Peace.